because a lot of organizations that we may come in contact with as a provider in the mid-market or any market really, a lot of times we hear, well, we're not really subject to compliance. And the answer is, well, you kind of are. There is some level of due diligence that organizations really do need to follow. And, if they ask their insurance carrier, I'm sure they would disagree if they heard them make that statement. We're not subject to compliance. I think their cyber insurance carrier would beg to differ. There is some, level of, due diligence that organizations do need to follow. And there are several frameworks out there that, organizations can follow. Philip mentioned a few of them that are, again, not terribly complicated in terms of how they lay them out, but they're not, it's not something that can become what I refer to lovingly as a credenza document. In other words, they go through the list, they check a bunch of boxes, and they say, okay, we're good, and I can set this on the credenza and leave it there for a period of time and never have to, kind of come back to it for a year, 2 years, 3, whatever. No, it's a living document that needs to be monitored, and someone needs to own this and remind the organization on a regular cadence that we need to continue to, stay in front of this, not be reactive, but be proactive. Because again, Philip mentioned this, that, threats change, technology is ever evolving, and threat actors are always looking for a way in. So, the point of the framework is that, all of these framework providers that are third party and independent are constantly evolving the frameworks to stay ahead of the threat actors. Our job as providers is to help our clients, and our clients, these, organizations, need to do their part by, adopting the frameworks and trying to maintain compliance. And of course, some are regulated. Clients who are regulated by HIPAA and PCI DSS, and there, to name a few, there are plenty of, alphabet soup type compliance, requirements around there. But the point is, everyone has some due diligence to be had here, and it's important that they understand what that is and work towards that North Star, as Philip has mentioned.